G'day and welcome to MoeJoe Creations. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Nancy.
And today we're going to make a beeswax candle with essential oils. Another test candle to see how well the essential oils blend with this beeswax candle. There seems to be a lot of debate about whether these oils should even be used in candles. As we don't have a lot of knowledge with this particular subject, today we thought why not test a candle of our own and see what the end results are.
So when it comes to mixing essential oils for whatever purpose, you can't just go throwing your oils together in any sort of random concoction. You actually have to think about a couple of things. One of them is whether the essential oil is a top note, a mid note or a base note, and also what scent family that comes from so that you can blend together complementary scent families. So a top note is the first scent that you encounter when you are smelling a perfume, and it comes in and goes out quite quickly. The mid note is the next scent that comes in, and that lasts a little bit longer, and your base notes are the last scents to come in. They're usually a bit stronger and they're the ones that hang around for the longest. So when blending a scent, you need to make sure that you cover all three of these groups. So for this blend, I've chosen a floral top note of neroli. I've chosen two mid notes that are both floral, geranium and ylang ylang, and the two base notes I chose is a woodsy scent of sandalwood and an oriental earthy note of patchouli. So these will blend together very well, and they should give us a nice smell of being in a woodsy meadow.
On setting the double boiler up with such a small amount of beeswax, it is important not to heat the beeswax over 85 degrees, as this can cause discoloration with the wax. The fragrance load for essential oils and beeswax candles is 7%, so this is the amount we used. We chose a rose gold link pattern close jar for this candle, which according to the supplier's website holds 210 ml of wax and is 64mm internal in diameter. We checked the internal diameter and found it to be slightly smaller, so it always pays to double check your measurements.
We heated the beeswax to between 70 and 80 degrees Celsius, and we found that the lowest flash point for any of our essential oils was 72 degrees Celsius. So we needed to take the beeswax off the heat and allow it to drop below this temperature before we added the essential oils, so that we minimise the amount of damage that can be done to them through the heating. The pour temperature for the beeswax is between 55 and 65 degrees, so we added the essential oils just before we poured, so that we were making sure that we were absolutely minimising the damage to them. As you can see, thanks to the Steven Spielberg direction going on in this video, the wax has started to congeal a little bit. So to keep the damage to a minimum on the essential oils, we gently reheat it over the hot water that we still have sitting there, so that the temperature doesn't get too high, and then we can pour it successfully.
As you can see, we decided to test a 9mm wood wick in this candle instead of the square braid wicking that is usually recommended for beeswax.
If you'd like to know more about blending essential oils, then you will find a link to a blog post with more detailed information that we've put in the description.
After 2 hours of burning, you can see that this 9mm wick is too small for this close jar, which we used also on our palm wax candle of the same size, which was too big for that wax. The reason we used the same wood wick again is because beeswax needs a bigger wick. Again, this goes to show how essential testing is when it comes to making candles. Any difference in the makeup for a new candle must be tested. It could be that the essential oils had a part to play on the outcome. Both hot and cold fragrance throw was disappointing. This may have improved if the candle cured further. I hope the information has been helpful, and thank you for watching. If you like this, a like and a subscribe would be appreciated as we try to release a video weekly. Again, thank you for watching.